Good morning. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. It's middle of the week, or whatever you want to call it. But we have some cards to open today. But before we open the cards, did want to make a quick announcement that later this afternoon, I will have a secondary video. It will primarily feature Mrs. Octane, but you'll get to hear from her a little bit later on this afternoon with a small video series that we're going to be doing here on the channel. Kind of a Christmas gift that I bought her, but you'll see that later. But for the time being, I'm going to open up a 2018 Panini NASCAR Donruss Blaster Box. Of course, recently picked these up over at... Where did I get these from? Blowout Cards, maybe? Yeah. Because definitely wasn't Steel City this time because I didn't get a scratch-off card. Which I do appreciate all the little perks and bonuses that all of the online companies give us. Excuse me. I thought I had a cough brewing there. But anyway, 60 cards per box, one autograph or mem per box on average. I'd like to pull a slingshot. They got some pretty cool rated rookies in this set. 10 cards per pack, 6 packs per box. Zoom and scroll here as we will show you the print runs and all the inserts and parallels that one could acquire in these. We do have our hashtags. They went a little crazy. There's one on the lip there, and there's a couple in that inner flap. So they wanted to let us know about the hashtags and who you collect, who do you collect, who do you want to collect. Looks like that middle one there is uber thick, so we're going to slide that one to the back side. And I thought that was a thick pack, but it's not. We grabbed two of them. Dale Jr. on the front. We didn't mention that before, but he is on the cover of the box as well as the wrappers. Information on the wrappers is on the box, so we're not going to bore you any further. 2 minutes in, and now we're just now seeing our first cards. So we're going to start off with MTJ, former Cup Series champion, 2017, driving for Furniture Row Racing. And his teammate that year, Erik Jones, Rookie of the Year that season. Then we have Clint Boyer, recently retired a couple years ago, works for Fox now. Trevor Bayne made a handful of Xfinity Series starts this past year. Claimed he was going to win some races, and unfortunately for him, he did not. But maybe he can change his luck next year. A nice studio insert. I like the studio, the design. It looks like that 91-92 studio baseball set with the black and white portrait photos, and then a photo on the back as well. Sliced bread, so we have a name variation. We'll set that one kind of off to the middle there. Erik Jones once again. Legends, Kenny Wallace, Square D. I'm trying to see if it says Chevy or Ford anywhere. I'm not. Okay, I see the Oakwood Homes logo right there, so that means this is when he was driving the 55 car. Kyle Petty. And Matt Kenseth during his time at Joe Gibbs Racing. Of course, Matt primarily drove full-time for two teams, Roush and then later Joe Gibbs. He did drive most of 2020 for Chip Ganassi after Larson was released. Race Kings, Kyle Busch. Dakota Armstrong. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Eric Almirola, and what do we have here? We have, wow, a nice Kyle Larson, 788 out of 999. That was turned around backwards. Wasn't sure what we were getting into, but a nice Kyle Larson studio. So we'll put that one off to the side here. We'll definitely get that one sleeved up after the video is over. Martin Truex Jr. once again, a lot of Furniture Row cards today between Erik Jones and MTJ. Legends, Donnie Allison. Ward Burton, Cat Car, driving for Bill Davis Racing. Of course, that is a throwback. He was not driving for Bill Davis Racing in 2018. Neither was Dale Jarrett. And our final card is an 85 baseball throwback. These black borders with these little red stripes, that is the baseball throwback of Donruss for 1985. And this is Danica Patrick. Going to keep rolling here, moving forward. Casey Kane, is next. 2017 Brickyard 400 winner. In a race that almost ended in dark, as they had, I believe they did have to shorten that one. They got it started, then they had a rain delay, and it was just miserable. I was down there for the first rain delay, and then I just left. I'd been down there for 3 days completely, and it was pretty worn out, so I just went ahead and called it a day. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Tony Stewart, Race Kings, Alex Bowman. Again, we talk about this all the time. He looks about 14 years old in that picture, and to a point still does. There's a nice Classics Richard Petty. That would look really great signed. So another insert. Kerry Earnhardt, 85 throwback. Who's he driving for, Cats? The Nextel. So that's going to be 04 or 05. So that's most likely going to be DEI. The 33. So it could be Childers as well, but it's weird. He's got the FedEx right there, and FedEx was on Joe Gibbs, so a lot of weird patches that I don't really recall paying attention to before. Carl Edwards is next. The Dinger, who will be full-time in the Cup Series once again with Colleague next season. Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champion, who will also make a part-time return to the Cup Series. And Michael Waltrip, 2-time Daytona 500 winner. Our next pack is going to start off with Chase Elliott. Then we're going to go with Daniel Hemrick. And then we just got cards going every which way, so whoever packed this one was working for Upper Deck in 92 as well. Race Kings, Austin Dillon, 4 career wins for Austin. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Ernie Irvan, that's a gold one, gold parallel. 234 out of 499. So this has been a really nice blaster so far. Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Kerry Earnhardt. There's the base Ernie Irvan, and Clint Boyer. As we end that pack, we have a little tendonitis flaring up now. All them twists and turns. More flipping and flopping than a luchador match. AJ Allmendinger Race Kings. And here we go again. Tyler Reddick. Eric Jones. That looks like it's at Watkins Glen. That'd be the only right turn on the circuit that year with grass in it. Jamie McMurray, former Daytona 500 winner and Brickyard 400 winner. Daniel Suarez, former Xfinity Series champion. Joey Logano. Ernie Irvan, lots of Ernie Irvan cards. This would have been near the end of his career. This was in 98. You see the 50th anniversary patch. Kenny Wallace, this is a bit of a dud pack. There was no inserts in it unless, I'll go back, Jeff Burton and Kyle Larson. I'm going to look at this last handful just to make sure that I didn't miss an insert and didn't miss a parallel. Of course, if I did, you guys are always great about letting me know. I didn't see anything there. So maybe that was just the one pack in the box that you wouldn't want to pull. We're going to have Cole Custer here. Let's move the big guy to the back here. Try not to expose the card. I feel the relic back there. I'm going to start off with name variation Jimmy Johnson. Flip it back over. Jamie McMurray. And we're going to quit flipping these around. Bill Elliott. Looks like that's probably 85. Because 87, I believe it was Unical and not Union 76. Daniel Suarez is next. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now we get to the Cole Custer rated rookie there at the front. Of course, Cole moving back to the Xfinity Series. And I was looking at his stats yesterday. And he's got a similar career start numbers right now as Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell. They all have between like 110 to 115 starts roughly. Cole does have 1 win. Reddick has 3. Bell has 3. Both Bell and Reddick have, I believe, north of 30 top 10s. Cole Custer only has 12 career top 10s in that same time span. And then even kind of even a more wacky stat, B.J. McLeod has close to the same amount of starts as these guys, and he has 2 top 10s. So again, just looking at numbers and analyzing things a little bit, Cole wasn't performing, and people can say, well, Stuart Haas was on a downfall. Tyler Reddick's driven for Richard Childress the last 3 years and has managed to win. So I just don't think Cole is a cup-level driver. He's a nice guy. I've met him several times at the track. Very friendly. I just don't think he's cup caliber. And I'm not going to be mean or derogatory or anything to drivers. Justin Allgaier's a good example. He was in the H. Scott Motorsports car. Yeah, he kind of floundered there for a year. Has been in a couple other rides. I just don't think they're cup level. And then you take somebody like maybe an Alex Bowman or a Ross Chastain that drove for Tommy Baldwin Racing or Premium Motorsports or whatever, was basically regarded to start and park for the first half of their career. Now they've got good cars, and now they're winning races. So Cole's just kind of somebody I just don't feel is cup level. I think Xfinity is where he should be and where he should stay for the most success. Brennan Poole is next. Then we have Trevor Bayne. Looks like we got one more. Brad Kay, the 2012 champion. And again, I was looking at Brad Kay's stats and Joey Logano's stats. Brad has about 22 less starts than Logano, which seems weird, but that's the way that their careers have went. And with that, Logano is on his second title. I could see Brad Kay being the 2024 champion. Let's wait and see what happens. But I think Brad Kay is going to get a couple wins in 23. I think he'll be top 10 in points. I think he'll kind of do like he did in 2012. He'll be a sleeper and then just come into the last race. Of course, different title, different way you win the title now. But I think that Brad Kay can be a contender in 24. So we have that Jamie Mack. Let's see who our relic is. It is going to be Racing Relics. Well, we knew that. And it's a Bass Pro driver, so that could be any number of people. I see a Furniture Row thing, so it's probably going to be MTJ. And it is. Oh, nice. Is that, it feels like fire, is that Fire Suit? That is Fire Suit. Wow, that is nice. It is not numbered, but man, that thing should be numbered. That is sharp. That was a nice blaster. So that really sweet MTJ piece. Couple name variations. But this is the star of the show. This Larson and that MTJ. So got a couple nice cards here. Excuse me. I don't know what else to say. I mean, they're not 101s. They're not autos. They're not booklets or whatever. But still some nice pieces there. So anyway, like I said earlier, stay tuned later on this afternoon. I'll drop a video, Mrs. Octane and myself, Christmas gift that I picked up for her, something that she really liked. I think you guys will enjoy it too. It is not racing related, but I think you all will enjoy it. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Just having a lot of fun here on the channel. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and we will see you tomorrow.